It is Trevor Tapia with us here at our studios in Atlanta. We are Center Court. They are Hall of Famers. The cast of characters, the usual. Zeke, Candace Parker, Grant Hill. Lot to get to, and we've got some of the stars of the game. Won't see Giannis today, though. Congrats, newborn baby. We've got LeBron, a little bit older than that, but still looking spry and young. But this is about Cam Johnson.
Oh, my goodness.
Young legs. Get it.
Who did he play for?
But the Tar Heels wanted Tar Heels could have used that the other night.
No comebacks here. LeBron.
Mouse in the house.
Too little. Bully ball.
Did you say too little? I mean, how many are on him there?
But this is what I'm talking about. At the beginning of the season, you didn't see this.
Dad, why are you playing with the kids?
Monty Williams had them playing more inspired basketball.
Rondo. Now, he can hit these, Candace. I mean, they left him so wide open daring him. I mean, he was just making open shots.
Yeah, and he has, 3-4 seconds to catch and release. I think he's going to be a pretty good three-point shooter.
And 23, season high for him. AD, throw it down. 9 at the break was the lead. Zeke, LeBron, and company closing it out. Too much athleticism. You can't give him fast breaks.
Can't give him fast break points. You always talk fly at the shooter and release, and LeBron took advantage of it just like he just did here on the alley-oop.
It was like bully ball, highlight after highlight, really. And then nice finesse from 3 from LeBron. Lakers pull away. How about Dwight Howard? 14 and 15, 6 of 6 from the floor. Big nights across the board, but AD led the way, trying to make statements before he heads back home for the All-Star game, and here at home with our own Dennis Scott after the win.
Tough game tonight, small lineup. To take your mindset different to make sure you want to stay in attack mode?
Yeah, obviously, when they go small, we try to take advantage of the mismatches. But they come in double team, so I got to make the right plays. And I think I got a better job tonight with Houston. I had a couple turnovers out of the post on a double team, and I'm just trying to get better at that. But they're trying to find my guys, quick outlets, swings, and make sure they would get good looks. And we was able to convert tonight.
When you see a guy like Rondo have a night like tonight off the bench, does it make your second unit feel better and flow better?
Absolutely. When he got in the game, we want to keep that pace high, and tonight he did that. He's been hesitant on his shots a lot lately, and tonight he just let it fly. And when he let it fly, he's shooting the ball extremely well like he is, and we're a tough team to beat. But when he started hesitating, and we know that he's a point guard, assist Rondo, want to get guys involved, but teams are starting to leave him open, and he got to make him pay for it.
Last one for you. Chicago right around the corner, All-Star. How excited are you to put a show on for your hometown?
Very excited. Only get a chance to go there once a year, so excited to play in front of my friends and family and go back home and spend some time, let my family enjoy All-Star Weekend and put on a show for the fans.
AD hoping to tribute his hometown. How about a tribute coming home for Iguodala by the Bay?
Hey, Stephen Clay.
And it's good to have you back, Dre. And I can't wait to see your jersey in the Raptors one of these days, bro.
They rock, paper, scissors. Clay was short and sweet on the talk. I hope Steph didn't have a whole thing planned after losing that. But it's all been about winning and gaining more bodies. Like they don't have enough of them for Miami. Iguodala, Jay Crowder adding to this athleticism, and everybody plays hard. Right?
They play so hard, Jay Crowder. Great addition to this team. I love his play.
Watch this, Marquise Chris.
Ooh.
Nice look. And then Andrew Wiggins. Candace, how's he going to fit into Golden State?
I really like him at that 3 spot. Clay and Steph get back next year. You think about what Harrison Barnes did the year that they did win the ring before KD got there. I see him fitting into a greater role than even Harrison Barnes.
We talk about fitting in. Zeke, glue guys are important. Dragic, Iguodala, Crowder. I mean, one after another now. Olynyk for this Miami group as they get ready for a push here.
Yeah, not only do they have the type of lineups that can go up and down in terms of size, but they also have the lineups that can mismatch you also. So I like Iguodala coming over, and I love what Miami has done this year.
Jay Crowder brings a lot of experience and also a lot of teams in his background, but for all of them, toughness can hit the 3 with 6 of 8 just a couple of nights ago from there. And Grant, a guy who's going to give them they're going to continue to throw tough bodies at you, which through those long series of postseason, important.
He's a veteran. He has the toughness. He's a glue guy. great pickup. He really kind of embodies what Miami Heat basketball is all about. So great addition, and he's come right in and played well right away.
Hey, Jimmy Butler's been having fun. He's going to have more. There's no lack of toughness on that team. Mal Murray and company looking to extend a 3-game winning streak, but it's L.A. getting it done. LaMarcus Aldridge, Candace.
Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge playing well. Obviously, a lot of pick and rolls for him in this San Antonio set.
And when you think about their guard play, it's like if Patty Mills going to be there when he's like 58 years old, scoring 16 points. I mean, he is just a staple, but the young guards getting it done, and everybody feeding L.A. They led by as many as 23, but buckets. Jordan McRae, he can score some buckets.
Always been known as a scorer, and anytime he gets the basketball, he's a threat to score, and he's always looking to score. So what do you think about that, Grant?
I agree.
And Circle gets the square, I believe, is what they, that was Hollywood Squares. With the I agree, short and to the point. Monty Morris, how about short and to the point on the comeback? Remember the 23-point deficit?
Wow.
Lead by 3, and
How
the
do you
bench,
get that open?
a big part of it. Jamal, 26. Oof. I'll ask what I asked you last time after a tough loss, big win. Better feeling Denver, worse feeling San Antonio?
Well, I think it's got to be a worse feeling for San Antonio, knowing what they're capable of doing and what their standards are defensively. When you look at the amount of points that they've been giving up and the way that they're giving them up, we just saw Millsap shoot a wide open 3 there. San Antonio is known for their defense. They're known for their discipline. We rave about their offensive continuity, but at the end of the day, it's about their defense and about their discipline. And right now, this doesn't seem to be a great defensive team or a well-disciplined team on the defensive side of the ball.
Candace, on the shooting side, Denver's had kind of an up-and-down year. They went through a stretch tough finding the hole, but now getting deeper. McRae, you got a healthy Murray again. You think about the minutes they've gotten a Beasley, Morris tonight. How about the depth of this club now?
Denver is extremely deep. They have a lot of guard play. Obviously, they feed heavily off of what Jokic does and his creation of offense. But they're a team that they do start off really slow a lot of games. And so to go back to Zeke's point about it being a little bit frightening for San Antonio, if you're a team that really wants to be a contender like Denver and you're getting down by 20 at home to a San Antonio Spurs team that's not in the playoffs, I mean, it's got to be concerning because, you're going to be playing steeper competition later in the year that aren't going to let you get back in the game like that. So I think the biggest thing is for them to play consistent, to start off consistent, play through Jokic, play through their guard play, and not have these ups and downs.
Grant, we look at last year, Denver posts a lot of wins. Coach Malone, you get Porter in, mostly the same team, right? And nobody talks about them. Everybody's saying, okay, well, who can disrupt LA? You got Houston trying to go smaller. Utah, well, what if Portland gets in? Are we sleeping on Denver, or is there good reason to not put them in that category of maybe they can scare an LA team?
Well, I think part of the answer to that is what Candace was talking about. They've been so inconsistent. And I think, the expectations. No one going into last season really expected Denver to have the kind of year. They were hoping to just make the playoffs. Had a great postseason. Now they come back, young players, as you said, bringing Michael Porter. There's expectations, and that's part of the growth, I think, of being a young team and learning how to bring it every night. But with that said, this team, I love Millsap coming off the bench, the depth they have. They get it going here the remaining part of the season. They're a tough out, and they can definitely. They're a team that can get to the conference finals, I believe. They have the makeup of this team and the personnel, the depth, the experience, the coaching, everything checks the boxes off. That they can be a team that goes far in the playoffs. Well,
we checked the box certainly on whether he is the shape you want or in shape, the stamina of Jokic, all those overtimes in that playoff last year. He was at the line. I'm happy he came close to the rim. How much experience for this group you think helped them this time around when they get to playoff time, Zeke?
I think experience helps them. But I'm not sure if they have learned from their experience.
Ooh.
I mean, and this is the time where you really have to show it. This is your window. You got LA, you got the 2 LAs, and then you got, Denver sitting right there. Have they learned? Can they beat the Clippers or the Lakers?
That and nice name drop to make yourself feel like you're in the know. 137-126 Raptors with a win. 34 I mean, I just love watching. I love watching the reactions of Grant here with the things that Isaiah says. Let's show this to Giggles down there on the end. Red Hot
Reacting
Rap.
to you.
Yo, what's that?
Reacting to you.
Nope, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just trying to be professional here. Keep it even, Steven, as Candace looks at me like, please
And
keep
I'm just
them under
here so I
control.
won't get fined.
15 in a row for the Raptors. You know, we learn about, I think it was about kind of people through change and character. The Raptors, Candace, what have you learned about not only Nick Nurse, right? First time coach. I mean, really what we knew first was, okay, hat with the initials, stealing from 3D. Now we know culture really about everything they've done in Toronto. How impressed have you been with what they've been able to accomplish?
Well, everybody was hesitant when they pulled the trigger on the Kawhi Leonard, DeMar DeRozan trade. And I believe, even though he was there for a short amount of time, being able to have a player of that caliber fit into a system, it kind of gave them that mental block that they had to get past to get to the finals. And when you have that, when you understand that that's possible and you can get there, then Kawhi leaves and it's still the same type of mentality. So you have a team that they always played well in the regular season. It was just that mental block in the playoffs of getting past a LeBron James-led team. And so I just think that the system that they've established out there, the mindset, the players, the accountability, I mean, they're shooting the lights out of the ball. They have guards that are able to break down the defense. And then you've added a player in Siakam that was most improved, that is an MVP candidate for years to come in the prime of his career.
With their mental toughness and experience, Zeke, how difficult of an out do they become come playoff time?
Oh, they become a very difficult out. And the reason why they're such a difficult out, again, they know how to win basketball games, but more importantly, they understand how to win playoff road basketball games. I mean, this is a battle-tested team that knows how to win on the road. And remember, they won a championship in Golden State last year, and we heard the Golden State Warriors, some of their players saying, you won't win on all home court. And they went and won in Golden State and closed out. I mean, that was the last game for the Warriors, and it ended up being a loss. So that's how tough-minded this team is and capable of winning out on the road.
And Zeke, you talk about tough. I mean, I even think in the conference finals last year against Milwaukee, got down on the road, and they didn't let that affect them. They were able to bounce back. They stayed even keeled. They fought and really kind of confused the Milwaukee team. And as you move forward and Milwaukee's having a historic season, they still have to go through Toronto.
Yeah.
And there's still that sort of that mental sort of advantage, knowing we kind of beat you, we owned you, we came back and had success against you last year in the conference finals. So everyone wants to sort of crown Milwaukee as a representative of the Eastern Conference. But you can't discredit this team right here. The way they've been playing and these young guys have stepped up. You talk about Siakam. He got better. He took a step last year.
He got better.
Took a bigger step this year. Impressive team.
And you always think about what? Pressure. They don't have any. Playing with house money. Continuity issues, maybe Philly. They don't have any of those with the culture. They're together. Difficult to take out. We take you out. One of the best closers in the game. Dinwiddie again.